Are we live? Let's see. Hopefully we are good to go. What's going on, everybody? Super Saiyan Paul here, back at it again with another news information update on the Dragon Ball Super movie going to be released later this year. So, as we know, Dragon Ball Super this year is going to be Dragon Ball Super Broly the movie. We already figured out that, hey, Akira Toriyama has decided from his own comments that he wants to remake the Broly character into the canonized story of Dragon Ball Super. So today, what they revealed to us is this scan. And as you guys can see here, we not only have the legendary Super Saiyan Broly with his costumes and stuff, but in the corner there, we have his father, Paragus. Now remember, if you guys had seen the OG Broly movie, he's actually a lot more aged in this version and retelling rather than the old one, because Broly in this one, he's a lot more scarred up, and remember in the second movie, he had the scar down his stomach and stuff like this. In this one, he looks like he has Yamcha scars all over his body, and Paragus is much, much older, and he's gray. Now, something that we can infer from this is that, hey, they're still wearing some weird type of armor, and we're not exactly sure if they're connected to the Frieza Force, but it's still Saiyan armor, and you never know if this new type of armor is exactly what Frieza's new army is going to be wearing, because not only is it like the top that Paragus is wearing is like one-to-one with the Frieza Force, but we don't know exactly what Frieza's up to in the new movie. Now, there are multiple types of theories that people have been coming out with saying, hey, Frieza can go either way in this new movie. At the end of Dragon Ball Super, he was revived, he was recreating the army, and now in the new story, the retelling of Broly, they might just keep the origins of what happened to Planet Vegeta canon and alive and connecting it with Broly the same way. They might be retelling his motivation, if anything, but clearly Paragus is a lot older than he was before. And I want to see what his motivation for planet Earth is and the destruction of that, because there's multiple ways. Here's one way. He can either be being controlled by Frieza, and he's part of the Frieza Force now, and he's being sicked onto planet Earth to go and attack Goku. Maybe he's aligned forces with Frieza, and they're gonna try to get Goku and Vegeta out of the way, because as you guys can see in the poster, and from the leaked images and stuff like that, and even from the figurines, Goku and Vegeta are going to be attacking Broly in Super Saiyan Blue. So the legendary Super Saiyan is going to be able to take on both of these guys. He's going to be on par with them. Remember, Kale was just as strong as Super Saiyan Blue, if anything, so this makes sense. What we might be seeing later on in the movie is fusion. I'll be making another video on that, but for now, Frieza could potentially be controlling Broly and telling him to go and attack the planet, or it could be the other way around, where Frieza's still a part of the good guys for now until he's ready to revolt with the army or anything like that. And he's after these guys because something Goku could have done if they decide to keep that same story part where he has a vendetta against Goku, or something Vegeta did against Broly and his father in the past could be reconciling here, because maybe he's against them because they're friends with Frieza now, and Frieza was the one that destroyed the planet and tortured him as a child. They haven't explained where these battle scars have come from in any of these teasers or anything like that, but to see that he's all scarred up and stuff like that, and remember, he's stabbed through the heart there, so it could have been the exact same type of story that they had back in the day, where as a kid he was stabbed in the heart, they cut him up and they threw him to waste, and maybe that's why he's pissed at whoever. But I want to see why he's coming to planet Earth. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. Tell me what you guys think about this, because I am reading the comments, and this is going to be a discussion type thing, but I want to see what you guys have to say. What do you think Broly's motivation is going to be in this movie? We are reading the comments right now, but we might be seeing either Gogeta become canon or even Vegeta, because at this point, they've revolutionized the Dragon Ball Super series by making an uncanon character created just for specifically the movies from Toei into something much, much grander. And by far, this was one of my favorite movie villains, and I can't believe they're actually doing this, but they are. And remember, for years, I've been preaching Broly is one of the greatest characters ever made for me. Yes, his motivations weren't all up there unless you really dived into his mentality, and I think Akira Toriyama finally saw the fandom, and he's seeing some of this, and they decided to make him come back in full force. They've even shown homage to him back with Kale in the Tournament of Power, and I think they're just doubling down on that with this movie. This movie is going to break records. This is the 5th Broly movie, if after you count the first movie, the second movie, Bio Broly, and the 4D movie. 5th Broly movie, and yet it's still going strong, so it's gonna be absolutely amazing to see him show up, and they're gonna be dropping a whole bunch of stuff here. Do I think we'll be seeing Mastered Ultra Instinct show up? I don't really think so, because they've overused that form. Honestly, I think if they use it again so soon, it's gonna be overused, because Goku just said he can't use it again. They even said themselves, it was a mistake throwing that into the show, so I don't necessarily see that happening. I see a fusion, if anything, taking him down, because fusion seems like it's probably the most hyped thing to do for the movie, and it'll draw a lot of fans over to it as well. On top of that, with a fusion, it'll sell more figurines, if anything. If it's Gogeta, by God, they're gonna just blow the sales out of the water, because if Gogeta versus a Broly movie is going to take place, both of those characters being canonized in the series, man, oh man, that will be historical. But Frieza's connection to Broly in this movie has to be something out of revenge or anything of substance, because I do see Frieza being shown in this movie at some point having some connection with the destruction of Planet Vegeta, because if you guys don't remember, this is going to be a multi-layered story. They're going to be delving into the origins of the Saiyans, and who is at the center stone of the origins of the Saiyans? It's Frieza. He's right up there in that storyline, so it makes sense for him to show up eventually and have some connection to Broly. And on top of that, with the way Dragon Ball Super ended, it still all fits perfectly. Not only that, it's just that Broly having that scar really tells me that they're trying to keep most of the old school good stuff about him true. I want to see if Paragus still has control over him, because he is wearing that necklace, and then when he goes Super Saiyan or Legendary Super Saiyan, it's gone yet again, so he might still be controlling him. He still might be pulling cards and strings on Broly. Most of the elements, hopefully, they keep the same, because I actually like that, but technically, Tat Inc. says technically Broly was always canon, it's just that he was another dimension. I don't really think so. I think he was just, they're just finally throwing him into the show now. Let's see what else. I think Bro Rap says, I think Frieza will be a trigger for Broly to transform, because in the past it was Goku. It could be Frieza because of the Legendary Super Saiyan transformation. Frieza could potentially cause the transformation. We might see him remember whoever did whatever they did to him. Paragus might sick him onto somebody because of whatever happened to them, causing those scars. But I can't wait to see how he goes onto a rampage and what his motivations are, because if they correct his motivations, Broly instantly becomes an amazing character. Like, literally, that was the biggest flaw for him. Everyone hated Broly. Everyone that really hated Broly, besides like the hardcore haters, it was mainly because of his origins and the fact that, okay, Goku is crying, boo-hoo, you're just a big baby. If you ignored that fact, or if they changed that and used everything else that happened in context with what Frieza and King Vegeta did, Frieza's fear of the Saiyans, King Vegeta's treatment towards these superpowered Saiyans, and all of those things, Broly was a solid character, I gotta say. And if they add more lines to this guy and more character to him, he's one of the greatest characters by far if they canonize this, and I can't wait. So Broly is going to be coming back. Hopefully he's on the level of Jiren, because remember, he's going to be taking on 2 Super Saiyan Blues. They might have to take Fusion, and it's a far-fetched idea, but Ultra Instinct may have to kick in for somebody. If it's not Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, I would still throw him into that mix, because it's not a Saiyan exclusive. And I remember we made theories on this, but Frieza's connection to Broly. Make sure you guys comment down below with your thoughts and opinions. Make sure you guys smash that like button for news, information, and updates. But Broly versus Frieza, Broly versus Gogeta, Broly versus Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta, and do you see Ultra Instinct returning in this movie? Because it's going to be absolutely amazing. But a lot of people are saying he's encased in ice on planet Earth, and what if he was sent to planet Earth on orders from Frieza to destroy the planet? He could still be working with Frieza, or he's working absolutely against him, and that's what I cannot wait to see. But what is his vendetta against Goku specifically? Because are they going to be keeping that crybaby story part of his character? If they can fix that, that's what people had flaws with. This is a solid character. But reading the comments right now, the King Vegeta trying to kill Broly, I think they should keep that part, and that's what his vendetta against Vegeta should still be, because Vegeta looks exactly like his father. So I think that would still work. As well as Frieza, if he saw Frieza in some sort of flashback, maybe he had like some superhuman memory or something like that, it would be great, because he had the same exact thing when he was a kid in the original movies. Like, he hated Goku because, this dude was crying the whole time. But it makes sense, and I absolutely love the new design, the color scheme and everything, the new tan Broly, the scars, the eye color, the green fur. This all fits perfectly well, and this is going to be a solid movie releasing December 14th. But make sure you guys comment down below with your thoughts, opinions, and theories. We're going to be breaking these down in later videos. I can't wait to see what you guys say. Bro Rap says, Tat Inc. says Broly might become a good guy. That's really interesting to see. They might keep him around if he's that good of a character. We'll see about that. Bro Rap says, I think they will fight on another planet just like in the past. They found a new planet of Vegeta, and maybe in this one there's some disturbance in the South Galaxy or something. Now that Broly's been introduced, remember back in the day he used to proclaim himself as a god. Gods exist nowadays, because back then it didn't, and Frieza, if they're still talking, could show him the new levels of power. But Broly is right up there, up in the Super Saiyan Blue range, so Super Saiyan God, above and beyond, is this new Broly, and I love this. So, according to GRK, gameplay looks way better than in the movies. I gotta agree, I like this new form, and the fact that he's come back fresher than ever. Hopefully we see what Frieza's role is. Comment down with your thoughts and opinions. This is going to be amazing to see how he connects with the other universes as well. This has been Super Saiyan Paul, and I'm signing out. Peace.